ليكن يومك للشعب ودادا ليكن حبك للأرض مداد
آيتين في آخر سورة البقرة في ليلة كفتاه. من قرأ آيتين في آخر سورة البقرة كفتاه. That whoever recites the last two verses of Surah Al-Baqarah at night, كفتاه, it is sufficient for him. It will suffice him. اللهم انفعنا بما علمتنا وعلمنا ما ينفعنا وزدنا علما. This is the continuation of our series on Al-Isra wal-Miraj. Now, in the last episode, I mentioned to you about the conversation the Prophet ﷺ was having with Allah. I mentioned how he had a conversation with Allah, told him that anyone who never associates partners with him will enter Jannah, paradise. And I told you about the Khawatim of Surah Al-Baqarah, the Amana Rasul, the last two verses of Surah Al-Baqarah. Now, the last two verses of Surah Al-Baqarah, Allah revealed this surah, these verses to the Prophet ﷺ himself. How mighty it is. The Khawatim of Surah Al-Baqarah, the Prophet ﷺ, he says that من قرأ آيتين في آخر سورة البقرة في ليلة كفتاه. من قرأ آيتين في آخر سورة البقرة كفتاه. That whoever recites the last two verses of Surah Al-Baqarah at night, كفتاه, it is sufficient for him. It will suffice him. It means Allah's protection is going to be on that person throughout that night. Some scholars even went as far as saying that it is as weighty as observing the Qiyamul Layl. Imagine, most of the revelation of the Quran the Prophet ﷺ was having was through an intermediary. But this, he got it directly from Allah. What for what? What is that telling us? The Prophet ﷺ, he had the voice of Allah directly. Just as Musa in his time had the voice of Allah directly at Mount Sinai. Now, he got this ayat from Allah. Allah revealed this to him. Then, another important conversation they had, a commandment from Allah, telling the Prophet, giving to the Prophet 50 prayers. 50 compulsory prayers. The Prophet ﷺ, he received this from Allah and he was so full of joy that yes, I will have something to do. My Ummah as well will have something to do. Worshipping Allah. The Prophet ﷺ, as he was descending, he passed by Musa. Musa alayhi salam. He then asked the Prophet ﷺ that, Ma farada rabbuka ala ummatik. What has Allah given you to give to your people, to relate to your people? What message has Allah given you to reveal, to relate to your people? The Prophet ﷺ, he said, Khamsina salatan. Yes, 50 salawat, 50 daily prayers. Musa alayhi salam, he said, Irji' ila rabbik fas'alu takhfifan. That go back to your Lord. That he should what? Reduce the amount of prayers. فَإِنِّي قَدْ بَلَوْتُ بَنِي إِسْرَائِيلَ وَخَبَرْتُهُمْ. That he himself, he had his own encounter with the people of Israel. And they failed woefully with the commandment that he gave to them. So you are taking to the service of the earth 50 daily prayers. You think they are going to take it from you? Better go back to your Lord for him to reduce it. The Prophet ﷺ, he went back. Then, فَحَطُّ عَنِّي خَمْسًا. Upon going back, descending, he met Musa as well. Okay, how many? He removed 5. Go back, you are not ready. That was how the Prophet ﷺ started going back to Allah. Allah reduces it by 5 at every time it comes to him. Until its remaining 5 daily prayers. Now, Musa alayhi salam, he told the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam that even with these 5 daily prayers, go back to him, let him reduce it for you. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam mentioned to his companions that قَدْ رَجَعْتُ إِلَىٰ رَبِّي حَتَّى إِسْتَحِيتُ مِنْهُ, that I've been going back and forth to my Lord until I became so shy to ask for anything further from him. That was how the Prophet said, see, you do this 5, I'm taking it to the surface of the earth, and everybody must what? Align. Whatever happens. That was what brought about the 5 daily prayers that we are praying today. So we have 5 daily prayers: Salatul Fajr, Salatul Zuhr, Salatul Asr, Salatul Maghrib, and also Salatul Isha. Now, that was how that happened. If not because of the intervention of Musa, we are going to be observing 50 daily prayers up till today. Now, Allah then bless this ummah, bless the ummah of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. You see, each daily prayer counts for 10 in reward in the sight of Allah. So for Fajr, observing Fajr is as if you have observed 10 daily prayers. Observing Zuhr, it's as if you have observed 10 daily prayers. Observing Asr, it's as if you have observed 10 daily prayers. Maghrib, as if you have observed 10 daily prayers. And also Salatul Isha, making up for what? For 50 salawat. Allah blessed the Ummah of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Now, that's been that. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, when he was in the heavens, he saw paradise and he saw hell. And I've said before, I mentioned how the tents of paradise were, how colorful they were, and also the soil of paradise, how it was having a musk fragrance coming out from it. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he said he saw some people with very large bellies, and they were not having, they can't stand. They were not having this balance to stand on their feet. They kept falling down and their animals trampling over them. The Prophet ﷺ was confused. Who are these people? Jibreel alayhi salam narrated to the Prophet that these people, they are the people who consumes interest when they are alive. The issue of interest is a very big issue in Islam. Interest is haram. Now, the Prophet ﷺ said, يَأْتِي عَلَى النَّاسِ زَمَانِ يَأْكُلُونَ الرِّبَا فَمَنْ لَمْ يَأْكُلُهُ أَصَابَهُ مِنْ ضِبَارِهِ. There is a time coming where people will be consuming interests, and anybody who did not consume interest in this set time, أَصَابَهُ مِنْ ضِبَارِهِ, is going to be saved from the torment Allah is going to unleash on the surface of the earth during that time. There are so many other events that happened, and I'll be explaining them step by step in the next episodes, inshallah. Allahumma arina al-haqqa haqqa warzuqna ittiba'ah wa arina al-batila batila warzuqna ijtinabah. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك اشهد ان لا اله الا انت استغفرك واتوب اليك. السلام عليكم ورحمه الله وبركاته.
قدر ما كان من منزل ولكن نحن لولاك لما شئنا اتحاد.